Hey guys, it's Mike with Japanimation World, the Manga Oracle. Welcome back to the channel. Today, first day of the new year, brand new news of the new year, ladies and gentlemen. We have a handful of awesome anime and manga topics. So, we're going to be talking about the Irregular Magic High School, Demon Slayer, the Nier Automata franchise, and it's getting a manga, believe it or not. Anime being the most popular genre on Netflix, and anime on Amazon. Ladies and gentlemen, let's rock and roll. So ladies and gentlemen, let's start with Amazon Prime. Amazon Japan reveals the most watched anime on Prime Video in 2020. And check it out, you won't believe what the top 5 animated films are on the service. So first we have Burn the Witch, which is Tite Kubo, the creator of Bleach. That is his new one-shot story that recently came out and got a short anime adaptation. Next we have a series, Shumiko Garashi, aka It's Good to Be in a Corner, is number 2. Dragon Ball Super Broly, the animated movie that came out back in 2018, is number 3. Promare is number 4, and The Secret Life of Pets, number 2, is number 5. And that's for the animated films. Now, let's talk about the animated TV shows, aka the anime shows, in the top 5 list for Amazon Japan. And believe it or not, it doesn't come as much as a surprise to me. We have Re:Zero's Starting Life in Another World, Fire Force, not surprised, but not necessarily my number 2 favorite show. Jujutsu Kaisen, that comes as no surprise at all. That series is absolutely fantastic, at least the anime. Haikyuu to the top. And then lastly, my teen romantic comedy, Snafu. Those 5 are the top 5 anime that are streaming in Japan on the Amazon streaming service, Amazon Prime. So really interesting stuff there. That's story number 1. Moving along. All right, we have another interesting story, including fan art, anime fan art, and Evengelion and its parent company, Groundworks. So Animation Studio Kahara, they are the studio behind the Evangelion series. They recently put out guidelines for fan art, and basically is implying that they will be taking action against people who are not abiding by their fan art rules and laws that they laid down. This internet shit is getting unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. This is getting unbelievable. So now you have people who do fan art. Anybody in the anime manga community, we've all seen wonderful fan art from the different artists in the community, whether it's just cool art of matchups between 2 different characters. Think about Death Battle, which is technically fan art, fan animation, and then you have all types of artists for thumbnails and things like that. But then you also have the rated R, 18 plus, M for mature type artwork that's also done as well. Well, the creators of Evangelion are pretty much saying, you can't do that with our stuff. Keep it clean, folks, please. And then they have an entire guideline written out of how your artwork should represent their IP. Additionally, they have an entire set of rules about how you are able to sell your own artwork if it's including characters from their IP, so forth and so on. So it's just a really interesting thing. I've never seen anything like this before, where we're talking about fan art. I've been to comic book shows, and I've had comic book artists draw Superman, the Juggernaut, and anime characters, Goku, and so forth and so on for me. They never had to contact Akira Toriyama or Toei in order for them to draw the Dragon Ball Z character and then sell me a copy of it. But in this guideline here, they're saying that you need permission in order to sell anything regarding their IP, even if it's your own artwork. In addition to a whole lot of things, there seems to be 9 rules that are fully broken down. I'm not going to go over all of them. I will leave a link if you want to read them on your own. But very interesting story. I don't agree with it. I'm not a fan of it. And one of the bigger supporters of the community, one of the bigger artists, he goes by the name of community artist for the series, Mogudan, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, where he is known for submitting R18 drawings behind a paywall to various premium art submission sites. And as a result of his artwork and most likely the popularity of it. And when you have Kahara Studios, they're probably seeing the amount of money that he's making potentially. They want to put a stop to it. They sound like the Nintendo of anime right now. They sound like the Nintendo of anime right now. So I'm not with Kahara doing this. They need to sit back and just be happy that somebody's even still talking about Evengelion. You know, with all of this new amazing anime that's out, yeah, Evangelion was great. It is great in the past, and if you watch it to this day, it's still an awesome anime. But y'all need to sit back and relax and be happy that people are still talking about that when you have the likes of One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Dragon Ball. You have all of these amazing series that are out here. Not to say that they're necessarily better than you, but your shit's old, and you want to stop people from doing artwork. Relax, Kahara Studios. Take it easy, and you know it ain't that deep. We can go and draw some other shit. All right, so next up on the list we have Nier Automata and 2B. My girl 2B, Nier Automata might be my game of the year from last year, but that's neither here nor there. And when I say my game of the year from last year, of games that I played last year, but again, that's neither here nor there. Basically, what I want to talk about is the Nier Automata stage play franchise, Yorha. It's actually getting a manga adaptation. Now, it's weird to me for a stage play to get a manga adaptation, but maybe the stage play has its own narrative, has its own story. And if that's the case, then if that's getting a manga adaptation, I'm all in. Right now, what I have on the screen here is a manga picture, or a manga drawn picture of 2B. And I can't lie, it looks freaking amazing. It looks amazing. I love it. I already love what they're doing and where they're going. And I'm all in. So a Nier Automata stage play anime adaptation, or a Nier Automata stage play manga adaptation. The idea of it, of a stage play getting an adaptation, does come off weird, like I said just a moment ago, but it's exciting because anything Nier Automata, I'll take more and more and more of it. I can't get enough of 2B. So this here will be exciting. I can't wait. All right, so Demon Slayer continues to be in the news for its outrageous popularity in Japan. Well, this story here is about Demon Slayer's box office numbers. And basically, this is interesting because we've been constantly getting the Demon Slayer box office numbers, the manga sales numbers, the these numbers, the that numbers, and how they're blowing everything out the water. They're beating One Piece, they're beating this and they're beating that, and they're beating this and they're beating that. Well, now that they are #1 box office ever in Japan, beating Hayao Miyazaki's film Spirited Away by earning 30 billion yen, which is equivalent to about $314 million, which it was able to reach in just 73 days in the movie theaters. However, Spirited Away, Miyazaki's film that had the previous record, took 200 plus days to actually reach the previous #1 record. So Demon Slayer Twitter has officially announced that they're not going to be updating the box office numbers anymore in order to, I guess, make everyone else feel better about themselves. Maybe they're done teasing the rest of the anime and manga community, and Miyazaki specifically, with him being #1 for the past 18 years. So now they're pretty much done bragging and throwing it in our face, and now they're basically going to say, we're just going to sit back and collect the money now. We're not going to tell anybody anymore. So that seems to be what's going on with that. I mean, congratulations, Demon Slayer. I've said it in the past, and I'll say it again. These numbers come off extremely odd to me because the popularity of this series is like the popularity of what One Piece was worldwide. But this series here seems to be reach that same level of popularity, but only in Japan. Now, it did expand out to the United States when the anime aired 2 years ago, and it boosted the popularity and so forth. But it didn't stay popular. It was just, it had its moment and then it went on. It wasn't like the greatest thing in the world for the Americans here. It was just a good series. It was a good series. The Japanese, they love it. They absolutely love it. It boggles my mind. I think it's good, but I don't get it. I don't get the 300 million. I don't get the 100 million manga sales. I don't get it. So that's that. Anime consistently ranks in the top 10 most watched programs worldwide on Netflix. Basically, in a nutshell, what we have here is Netflix revealed on its website earlier this month that anime viewership was up over 100% in the United States on the streaming platform this year. The Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution film was the most watched anime title of this year. Netflix also stated that the American animated Blood of Zeus show was the most watched anime title in 2020. Entertainment news sources Variety also reported that according to the Vice President of Content at Netflix India, anime viewership across Asia also doubled in 2020. So again, this here doesn't really do anything but just further supports what we already know about anime and how it's a growing medium and how it's only going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and more people who we never thought would be watching anime maybe 10 or 15 years ago is calling us, the anime fans, of the guys who's been in the community forever, like, hey, did you see this? Hey, did you hear of Attack on Titan? Okay, buddy. So this is just awesome news across the board, again, as usual, when it comes to just anime and its surging popularity. So that's pretty much all of the news that I wanted to talk about today. That's the stuff that I find important. Maybe you guys find it important as well. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more news just like this very, very often. Thank you guys again. Peace. See you guys on the next video. Have a good one.